And we're ready for action here from Tillamook High School, where the Cheesemakers take on the Seaside Seagulls. Good crowd on hand as people still coming in for tonight's early start, a 7 o'clock start here, or shortly after, from Tillamook High School.
Really close to it. You talk about the fans coming in. I'm really impressed with the amount of fans that showed up from Seaside tonight. You know, it's only a 50-mile trip, but that's a lot of school support they're showing for their ball club.
It definitely is, and they would love nothing better than to see another upset like they saw up there not too long ago in Seaside. The first meeting of these two teams here in Tillamook. Tillamook won it 66-54, and it wasn't really that close. In the center, Kenny Paulo and Christian Starling. Ball's in the air, controlled by Seaside on the right sideline by Bill Westerholm. Westerholm dribbles left-handed out the top of the key to set it up. A 1-4 high offense set up on the right wing. Maddow, baseline right to Clark. Clark's the guy they got to look for. Maddow pulls up from three and hits it. Maddow, nothing but net from the three-point area on the right wing. Gets the first bucket of the night. Warner in backcourt into Hoffert. Hoffert, step fake, looks, cross-court pass to Greg. Greg manages high on both legs. Lob pass to Matt, right side Kenny, back out to Greg. Three-pointer on the way. It rattles around but doesn't go, and the rebound comes off to Smith. Smith to Maddow, long cross-court pass tipped away off Matt's hands out of bounds. Going to be a Seaside ball underneath their own bucket. Clark to bring it in, holds four fingers in the air, 2-3 defense put on. Maddow left wing, top of the key to Westerholm. Back to Clark, back out to Westerholm, top of the key. Westerholm works around the horn. A man-to-man defense put on there by the Cheesemakers. Right wing, Maddow. It's actually a matchup zone, right baseline Clark, back to Maddow, eyes from three, kicks it over Westerholm, three-pointer on the way. It doesn't go, rebound off to Matt Groshong. Matt outlet to Hoffert. Maddow with his hands on him. Hoffert brings it down the floor, drives inside, jumps it on the way. He's hacked, no call, it goes short. Ball goes off Starling out of bounds, and Tillamook gets the ball underneath their own bucket. Maddow playing a hands-on type of defense, and that's a defense he'll play all night as long as they let him get by with it. Werner left wing to Maddow, to Hoffert, top of the key. Left to Werner, back out to Maddow, top of the key to Paulo. Paulo, step fake, crossover, kicks it out to Mark. Three-pointer on the way for Mark. Doesn't go. Rebound comes off to Smith. Outlet left to Westerholm. He's going to hold it up at midcourt and set up the goal offense. Has it tipped away. Werner almost comes up with it. Westerholm gets it back. Right baseline to Maddow. Drives, fake, step fake, whistle. Foul's going to be on Matt Groshong. Should be before the shot. We'll see what they call.
Should be way before the shot, but Matt just missed out on the old fundamental rule. You just don't leave your feet. And now they're trying to decide whether he was shooting or not. That was way before the shot attempt.
There shouldn't be any shot. They're going to line it up.
I just don't understand that because that was way before he even made a move to the hoop. It was a nice head fake along the baseline.
And they will as Maddow goes to the line to shoot two. Questionable call there to say the least, as Maddow did a good job drawing the foul but never did really release the shot. And all the same, he has all 4 points for the goals, and the Seagulls lead is 4-0. In both of the previous games between these two teams, Seaside has held the early lead. The first game, Tillamook overcame it. In the second game, they were not able to in the long run. In backcourt, Werner with the ball. Both free throws are made. It's 5-0. Seaside over Tillamook. Top of the key. Paulo, three-pointers on the way from there. Doesn't go. Rebound comes off to Smith again. Smith pulling down his third board of the night. Right wing to Maddow. Through his legs, lose control. Has it tipped away, but picks it up again. Werner tips it away, but Smith picks it back up. A little loose ball action top of the key, and Clark finally comes down with it. Clark travels, no call. Top of the key to Westerholm. Back to Clark, left wing. Lob pass inside to Smith. Fakes, drives baseline. Double team down there. Werner, whistle, jump ball. Alternating possession will go to the Cheesemakers, so Werner forces the turnover, and Tillamook gets the ball in back court. A 2-1-2-2 full court press put on. Now Seaside drops out of it as Maddow all over Hoffer. Left baseline, Matt Groshong. Top of the key to Werner. Werner, step fake, looks left for Sean. Three-pointers on the way from there. Good. Nothing but net for Sean Hoffer as Tillamook breaks the ice off the bucket and trails 5-3. Inbound pass by Clark. Clark across timeline, left-handed dribble. Three-point line left, Westerholm on the way. Doesn't go. Rebound, Matt Groshong with authority. Outlet to Hoffert on the left wing. Puts left to right. Three-point line. Moves inside. Jumps it on the way. It doesn't go. Whistle, foul, offense. Sean Hopper called with the offensive foul, and you got to expect that, I guess, one way or the other.
It was a tough call for me to see. I had a Seaside fan over here looking over my shoulder, wondering what we were doing here with all this paper. Apparently they don't use paper up there.
I guess not.
So I didn't have a chance to add any color to that last play.
Westerholm in backcourt, back to Clark. Clark left-handed dribble. There's a lot of bumping going on outside. Warner with the reach. Goes Maddow left wing. Paulo all over him. Back to Clark. Clark, top of the key to Westerholm as they set up the offense. Tillamook matching up, specifically switching a lot. Starling turnaround jumper, zone ball, not even close. Partially checked in there by Groshon. Hoppert with the ball on the right wing. Step fake, look. Baseline, kicks it out to Paulo, top of the key. Left side to Warner. Warner looking for the cutter inside, right to Matt. Baseline to Paulo. Three-pointers on the way. Yeah. No, 2 points. They say he was on the line. It might have been, and we're all tied up at 5 apiece. Clark end-to-end, drives it inside, throws it up. It doesn't go, but he's fouled.
Looks like Mark must have picked that one up. Either Mark or Matt. Mark.
It will be Mark. The Twin Towers each have a foul apiece. Not in foul trouble yet, and one other person has a foul for the Cheesemaker.
Sean picked up the offensive foul.
Sean offered on the offensive. Matt Clark goes to the line to shoot 1-1. Excuse me, 2. His first one's good, as it makes no difference. And it's a 6-5 Seaside lead.
Offensive fouls don't count as team fouls anymore. I know they did.
I think they do now.
They must now because they've got 3
on the board. Free throws on the way. It's good also by Clark. And it's a 7-5 Seaside lead. Paulo in backcourt. Cross court goes to Warner. Seaside will let Tillamook bring the ball down. Matt jumper 10 left. Doesn't go. Rebound Clark. There's a whistle and a foul. Mark on the rebound. And Starling's whistled for the foul over the back. That's the first foul on the Seagulls. And the Cheesemakers will bring the ball in underneath their own bucket. Into the ball game for the Seagulls will come Jared Boyd. Boyd, a 6'2 junior. 4 seniors listed on the Seaside roster. That's Camberg and Darnell, who we have not seen, and Westerholm and Starling. Hoffert drives inside, jumps it on the way. Doesn't go, but he's fouled. Nice job drawing the foul against Boyd as Boyd picked up the foul. And to the line will go Sean Hoffert to shoot 2.
Sean's got 3 points on the night. He's 1 out of 1 from the 3-point area. He missed his 1 field goal attempt in the 2-point area.
Sean dribbles low at the line, ball's in the air, it's good. Sean hits his first free throw. He can tie it up with the second one in a tight first period of play here between these two ball clubs, fighting for the top seed out of the Cowapa League. Second free throw is missed. It's a 7-6 Seaside lead. Clark almost losing backcourt, finally brings it across the timeline, hands to Westerholm. Westerholm with the ball, clear out of midcourt, feeds right to Maddow. Maddow back to Westerholm, looking left for Clark. No dribble there, dribbles left side, drives inside, kicks the baseline to Boyd. Back out to Clark, defense good there by Warner. Lob pass inside to Smith, turnaround hook shot on the way, it goes. Oh, what a tough shot, and it stayed. On the inside, Hoffert on the other end, tips it off his toe and out of bounds. Tillamook turns the ball over for the second time, and Seaside will get the ball back. Tillamook wants timeout with timeout on the floor. Tillamook trails 9-6. Will be
today by coming to any U.S. Bank UBank machine. There are over 250 automatic teller machines at U.S. banks and selected retail outlets around the Northwest. U.S. Bank is a member of the Exchange, Excel, and Plus automatic teller machine networks, providing you cash at over 18,000 locations in 47 states. U.S. Bank serving Tillamook, Manzanita, Rockaway Beach, and Cloverdale. Member FDIC.
Welcome back to Tillamook High School. Seaside almost turns the ball over. Maddow Warner finally picks it off in backcourt. Lead pass to Hoffert. Bounce pass back to Warner on the save. Going to drive inside. Baseline right to Mark. Fakes. Jumper on the way from 10. Good! Mark Groshon pulls Tillamook back to within 1. Westerholm in backcourt. Tight defense there by Warner. Warner chasing down the floor, down the right wing. Double dribble. Tillamook comes out with some defensive pressure here early in the 4 minutes left in the first period, and Seaside turns the ball over for the 4th time. Backcourt, Warner with the ball left side to Paulo. Steps, crossover at the 3-point line to Warner, top of the key. Step fake there, going to move right side. Fake, going to drive baseline all the way through the key, kicks it out to Mark, just inside the 3. It's not going to go. Rebound loose, going to go off Seaside, out of bounds, going to be Tillamook's ball. Mark pumped up an 18-footer, but it went 19 feet, and the Seaside fans chanting air ball on the right side. Warner with the ball on the right wing, looking cross court, goes right to Sean Hoffert. Sean fakes inside, going to step drive, crossover, can't get anything, kicks it out to Werner. He's going to drive the lane, crossover step, has the ball tipped away, saved back inbounds, and picked off there by Jared Boyd. Boyd comes up with it, hands out left to Maddow. Maddow sets it up with Westerholm at the point guard. Right to Maddow. Maddow with the ball. Inside, high post to Clark, and a drive, jumps it on the way and in. Clark's the guy that you want to keep the ball out of his hands because he'll put points on the board in a hurry, and Seaside leads 11-8. Werner, top of the key, goes left to Matt, kicks back out to Greg. Step fake, top of the key to Kenny. Paulo going to drive inside, jumper from 15, good. Oh, off-balance shot, it was a prayer and it fell, and Tillamook draws to within one again. Westerholm in backcourt against a soft 2-on-2 full-court press put on now by the Cheesemakers. Clark cross-court pass to Maddow, baseline right to Boyd, step fake and a drive baseline, step close out of bounds, throws it up, not even close, Paulo with the board. Paulo outlet to Hoppert, Hoppert's going to push the ball, left side to Matt, jumper from 10, yes! Matt Groshong, baseline left from 10, hits it and gives Tillamook the lead at 12-11. Westerholm backcourt goes to Clark, left-handed dribble down the left sideline, behind his back, finally crosses the timeline. Baseline left to Smith, tips it away by Matt. He saves it back inbounds. They're going to say it hits the sideline. Good hustle down there by Matt Groshong.
The Twin Powers are doing a real good job inside on the defensive boards. You know, it's a crucial ball game for them. It's probably the first real big game of their young careers.
The first playoff game for the Twin sophomores on the inside, and they're up to the task so far. Maddow through his legs, top of the key, jumper on the way, doesn't go, rebound Kenny Paulo. Paulo tries to down that pass, goes to Mark right side to Greg, three-pointer on the way, good! A little mixed up on the break there, but when you come out with 3 points, you can't complain, and the Cheesemakers lead 15-11. Clark jumper inside, whistle, foul, Matt Groshong. Not a good foul by Matt that time as Clark had released the ball already, came up, gave him a slap, and picks up the foul, and Matt picks up foul number 2, a foul I'm sure he'd like to have back.
Most definitely, he just went after a shot he should not have gone after. I don't see Eric Moore coming off the bench, so Coach Lamb will be taking a slight risk there, keeping him in there with 2 personal fouls.
Clark's free throw on the way, left-handed, it falls. Clark, an excellent shooter, without a doubt. He had 29 points in the playoff game, really the big game for the Seagulls, the game that tells you whether you're going to the state tournament at all or not. That was on Saturday night as Matt Groshong now comes out of the ball game and Eric Moore checks in.
And Matt wasn't too happy as he came to the sideline, so he wanted a little more playing time.
Not a happy camper. Second free throw is good also. Tillamook's lead is cut to 2. Hoppert in backcourt. Goes to Werner on the right wing. He's still in backcourt. Hands on defense. Got to get him off as Clark with the hands all over. Gets by with it. Baseline pass to Mark. He's ridden out of the play and finally hacked, and they're letting it go crazy on the floor right there. But with the foul will go Boyd on the turnaround jump shot by Mark Groshong. Mark came down with the ball. Boyd gave him a shove, moved him about 3 feet. Mark turned around, put it up, said, take that. And Boyd hacked him on the arm with a tomahawk shot again, and he'll go to the line to shoot 2.
Well, you almost have to wonder, you know, with the physical scene of this game so far, maybe these officials are out of a college association, some sort, like junior college officials.
It's been a lot like that. Officiated like a college game many times. Mark hits front end of the 2-shot foul. He'll get the second one. It's in the air. It's good. And Tillamook leads 17-13. 1:11 left here in the first period. A good period of basketball here in Tillamook. High post tipped away. Werner comes up with it. Werner, whistle, foul. Oh, no, he's calling traveling. Werner picks the ball up. He's pushed with 2 hands from the back, and the call is traveling.
Well, that won't be the last call these guys miss tonight, I guarantee you that.
I think he needs a new pair of glasses on that one, and they got fogged up from the heat in here as Tillamook lost it on that call. Pass inside, picked off by Eric Moore. Outlet left to Hoppert. Hoppert, left-handed dribble, moves hash mark left, step drive. Fakes it, jumps inside, good! Leaning leaper on the middle, and he picks up 2, and Tillamook leads 19-13. Werner tips the ball away in backcourt. Seaside wants timeout with 42 seconds left in the first period of play. Tillamook leads 19-13. We'll be back after this.
Or is at value. Get your XA4s at Tillamook Tire at 2108 11th Street in Tillamook, Michigan.
In the final 3.5 minutes.
Well, Sean Hopper took it to the Seaside fans and showed their usual coolness by booing him the last time he touched the ball, and he just took it right in there and put it down for 2. That quiet him up.
It was a pretty shot, too, as he was bumped on the inside and just hung in the air for the longest time, and then touched it up and down with the greatest of ease, and Tillamook leads by 6, their largest lead of the ball game. Backcourt, Clark to bring it in, hands to Medow in the right corner. Still in backcourt, right-handed dribble, cross-court goes to Westerholm. Westerholm across the timeline, goes right baseline to Smith. Baseline pass, tipped away, Paulo comes up with it. Hands out to Hoffert. Hoffert with 30 seconds, bounce pass right, sails it, and it goes to the wall. Tillamook turns the ball over for the 5th time here in this first period of play. Tillamook with 28 seconds left in the first period. Westerholm travels at midcourt. He stepped right side. Now he throws the ball to the end line. In fact, off the wall in a fit of temper down there. And Tillamook gets the ball back. Tillamook will, I'm sure, look for the final shot here in the first period as they're under that magic 30-second mark with 25 left in the period. Werner, top of the key. Looks, he moves inside, top of the key. Hands right to Hoffert. Hoffert with 17 seconds left. Medow again with a hands-on defense. Goes to Paulo with 10 seconds left on the left wing. Paulo. Baseline pass, Mark jumper, doesn't go. Rebound Medow with 5 seconds. Medow in backcourt with 3, 2. Hands, he's not even getting, no, he does throw it up. It's off the back iron, no good. That's the end of the first period. Tillamook leads 19-.
Classic.
Welcome back to Tillamook High School. Randy Shield and Brian Bowder with you here. The Cheesemakers lead it 19-13 to start the second period of play. End of the ball game, Dan Motzinger for the Cheesemakers, replacing Greg Werner. Inside jump hook, doesn't go, rebound loose. Chase down Motzinger in the corner. Backcourt, he's guarded tightly by Clark. He hands off to Paulo. Paulo still in backcourt. They're going to have to hurry it to get it across the timeline. They give it to Hoffert, and he does. Hands on defense again by Medow. As Medow's all over Hoffert. Hoffert gives him a push back to get rid of him. Top of the key goes to Moore, right side to Mark. Step fake, looks. Top of the key to Motzinger. Motzinger against Westerholm, right to Paulo. Step fake, jumper on away from 17. Doesn't go. Rebound loose, comes off, still loose on the floor, comes up to Westerholm. Westerholm pushes the ball down the right wing. He moves inside top of the key, kicks back to Medow. Three-pointer on the way. Doesn't go. Rebound, Mark Rochon. Nice board by Mark. Outlet to Hoffert at midcourt. Going to walk the ball down the left sideline. Through his legs, top of the key to Paulo. Three-pointer on the way. Doesn't go. Rebound right to Westerholm. Tillamook missed the first 2 shots of the second period of play here as they run it down the floor and put it up, but can't get it to fall. High post Smith, back to Westerholm. Three-pointer on the way. Doesn't go. Rebound chased down in the corner by Paulo. Saved to Motzinger. Motzinger undercut there. Lead pass to Moore. Moore on the right wing. Bounce pass left to Mark. Lose control. Picked off there by Clark. Tillamook, good opportunity. Just couldn't get it to fall. Clark drives baseline. Cut off. Whistle foul. Hoffert. And I don't like to reiterate the fact that there's been some questionable calls, but of all the stuff that they've let go, to call that is really a questionable call.
Very, very inconsistent call so far. It's just totally unreasonable from what we've seen so far.
Clark will go to the line. Clark, an excellent free throw shooter, been there 4 times tonight, collected all 4 of those. His free throw's up, first one and good. As he picks up yet another one, he has 7 points in the ball game, and Tillamook's lead is cut to 5. First period stats, Brian.
Cheesemakers 7 out of 14 from the field, 50%. Seaside 3 out of 9 at 33%. Tillamook has 7 boards compared to 5.
Clark hits his second free throw also, and it's a 19-15 Tillamook lead here. 6:30 left in the second period of play. Motzinger right side goes Clark, top key, left to Hoffert. Hoffert's going to step Drake, drives inside, jumps it on the way. It doesn't go, but he's fouled, and they finally get a call down there as Hoffert's getting pushed all over the place. If you're in this building with earphones on, just keep an eye on that situation between Hoffert and Medow, as Medow molested Hoffert on the outside right now. The foul that time is going to be picked up with Craig Camberg, and Hoffert goes to the line to shoot 2.
And at the same time that you're concentrating on that situation, why don't you get up on your hands there on your feet and yell at the official for Randy and myself, as we have to be somewhat respectful up here in the crow's nest.
Sitting here in the KTIL station up here, we won't be too vocal. Hoffert hits both free throws. Tillamook leads by 6 again. Backcourt, Camberg with the ball. Tight defense there by Motzinger. Looks left, goes left to Clark, and he brings it across the timeline. Moves inside, left-handed dribble, forces it right to Hoffert. Hands back to Westerholm. Westerholm top of the key in a matchup zone defense put on by the Cheesemakers. Westerholm eyes from 3, drives inside, lays it up and in. found a door as Motsinger one step late there, not expecting the drive, and Westerholm picked up the point, and Tillamook's lead is cut to 4. Hoffert pulls up from 3 and good. Hoffert dumps it from 3, and Tillamook's lead now is to 7. Right side, Camberg with the ball, going to drive down the middle of the key, lays it up, checked there by Mark, and a great check, but I believe the foul will be called on Motsinger. We'll see who they call that one on. I certainly hope, no, they call it on Mark.
Oh, the official was way out of position in that call, and there's just no way.
Boy, it sure looked like a great check from here. It looked like Motsinger might have got some body, but either way, Mark goes to the bench with 2 fouls, and to the line will go Camberg to shoot 2. Free throws on the way, barely gets any iron. He misses that one, and Tillamook's lead is still 7. He eyes for the second free throw. Ball's in the air. It's good, and the lead is 24-18. Tillamook by 6 over the Seagulls with 5:39 left in the first half. Into the ball game now will come Todd Darnell. Darnell, he can get up and down the floor in a big hurry as he checks in for Camberg. Darnell and Camberg both giving Maddow a break. Hoffert working against Darnell, goes right side to Matt, baseline to Motsinger, jumper from 10, doesn't go, a rebound comes off to Boyd. Boyd with the ball goes right wing to Darnell, left-handed dribble, brings it down the floor, left to Westerholm. Westerholm moves, goes to the top of the key, through his legs, looks left, goes left to Darnell. Darnell going to drive inside, behind his back, he fakes, kicks it out, Westerholm, three-pointer on the way, not going to be good from there, but Boyd gets the offensive board. Boyd, cross-court pass to Clark, going to drive inside. Tight defense there, lob pass to Smith. He forces it up, whistle foul, good call. Offensively goes against Smith. And Smith's tight defense there by Eric Moore. Turned, gave him a good forearm and threw the ball up. And the offensive foul's called, and that's the first break the Cheesemakers have gotten all night.
Excellent defense, like you say, by Eric Moore.
Motsinger, top of the key, goes right to Paulo. Paulo with the ball, top of the key to Hoffert. Playing against Darnell. Step fake, steps again, looks inside. He's hacked, goes top key to Motsinger, drives it up, throws, couldn't get it. Whistle foul going to be called, pushing him out. I believe will be Westerholm, and I don't know about that, as Motsinger looked like he just lost his feet on the drive, and it will be on Westerholm as it's administered over here on the side, so Westerholm picks up the foul. Now they list 45 on the board. I believe that was actually 25, and now they change it as Westerholm picks up his first personal foul. Into the ballgame comes Greg Werner to replace Sean Hoffert.
Greg Werner tries to come into the ballgame and takes the official 3 honks on the horn to catch what's going on over there.
Motsinger, 2 free throws. First one's up and short. Tillamook's lead is still 6, 24-18. One of Bob's worries about the Seagulls is they have about 10 people who can play, and Tillamook's depth has been a problem this year. Second free throw is good by Dan. He gets 1 out of 2 and steals the inbound pass. Right side, Paulo, lay-in 2. Paulo dumped on his feet after the shot, but the bucket goes, and Tillamook's lead, the largest of the night, at 9. Good hustle that time by Dan Motsinger. Left side, Darnell brings it down the floor, top of the key. Left-handed dribble working against Werner, gives Werner the elbow. Looks inside, goes right to Westerholm. Westerholm with the ball. High post goes to Darnell. Turnaround jumper on the way. Good. Oh, nice shot by Darnell. Counts the bucket, and the foul is called on Boyd. No, they're going to say it's on Tillamook. Who are they going to give that one to? Motsinger's called for the foul, pushing out, and the shot goes, it counts, and we're in the 1-on-1. It could be a 4-point trip down the floor for the Seagulls.
Well, the biggest thing I noticed about that play was the cheap elbow that Todd Darnell kept throwing out towards Greg Werner. The official's got to call that, otherwise this game's going to really escalate into a brawl.
Top of the key, or the free throw's on the way. It's no good. He stepped on the line. A little makeup to makeup there, and Tillamook will get the ball out on the far side. Bring the ball in. It's Kenny Paulo. He hands back to Motsinger in backcourt. Now to Greg Werner. He's going to work against Westerholm as he brings down the right wing. To Paulo, right baseline. Step fake. Looks inside. Back to Werner. Three-pointer on the way. Doesn't go. Rebound loose. Comes off to Seaside. Sigurdsson in the ball game. Right wing to Boyd. Boyd right side to Darnell. Darnell with the ball. Moves top of the key. Goes right to Boyd. Boyd standing outside the three-point line as they go into a motion offense. Left to Darnell, working against the matchup zone. High post, turnaround hook shot by Smith. Doesn't go. Kenny Paulo with the defensive board. Outlet almost picked off. Werner comes up with it. Werner, right baseline, goes to Motsinger. Step fake, cross over to Kenny. Three-pointer on the way. Yes! Kenny Paulo from three and gives Tillamook a 10-point lead. Tillamook leads 30-20. 3:30 left here in the first half. Left side, Darnell with the ball after a nice try by Paulo, but the shot's missed. Offside board goes to Seaside Clark. Clark's whistled on the rebound shot. No, that's not Clark. That is Sigurdsson. 31, not 35. And Sigurdsson will go to the line to shoot two shots, I believe, off the rebound shot. Kenny Paulo made a gallant attempt at midcourt on the steal. He missed it. Left baseline, Darnell pumped it up. He shot an air ball from there. And the offside board went to Sigurdsson, and he was fouled on the rebound shot, and he'll go to the line to shoot two.
And Matt Groshon picks up his third foul of the night. We watch him storm to the bench. Not in the best of moods once again.
Sigurdsson misses the first free throw. He'll get the second attempt as Matt has 3 fouls. Mark has 2. And Eric Moore is going to be called on to have some quality minutes here and some big minutes in his senior year right here in Tillamook. The second shot is missed also. Motsinger saves the ball from going out of bounds and hands back to Eric Moore, and he gives it to Greg, and Greg walks it down the floor. Top of the key to Motsinger. Right side to Mark. Mark with the ball looking inside, baseline to Greg. Greg to Mark, standing outside the three-point line. Free throw extended right side. Reverse ball, top of the key to Paulo. Inside pass to Greg. He throws it up. It's checked out of there. Comes up short. Sigurdsson with the ball to Darnell. Darnell down the middle of the floor, goes left baseline to Boyd. Boyd, step fake, kicks back to Sigurdsson. Top of the key to Maddow. Three-pointer's going to go on the way from there. It doesn't go. Rebound off to Mark Rochong. Outlet to Greg. Greg's going to bring it down the middle of the floor. Goes free throw extended right side. Step fake, hands to Motsinger. Motsinger on the right wing, back to Werner, top of the key. Left side to Paulo. Paulo, step fake, look, jumper on the way from 18. Doesn't go. Oh, good looking shot, just wouldn't stay. Tillamook still leads by 10. Right wing with the ball. Sigurdsson kicks it out to Maddow. Left side to Darnell. Darnell, left-handed dribble, looks right side, hands out to Maddow, top of the key. Right side to Sigurdsson as they pass the ball around the perimeter. Good defense there in the 1-2-2 zone. Step fake inside, tight pressure by Boyd. Kicks it off. Maddow drives it inside, forces it up. He says, no foul. And we're going the other way. Throws it out of bounds. Serious contact down there as Maddow going 40 miles an hour ran right over two Tillamook Cheesemakers. And no whistle, no foul, no harm, I guess.
I hate to say it, but that guy really doesn't have a clue.
And Tillamook gets the ball back. Motsinger, top of the key with the ball. Tillamook could use a bucket here to Mark on the right wing. Kenny, top of the key, eyes from three. Looks inside for Greg on the cut. Goes to Eric Moore, right wing. Eric goes top of the key to Greg. Werner with the ball, right to Eric Moore. Right side to Motsinger. Motsinger back out to Eric Moore, top of the key to Mark Groshong. Left side, good movement by the Cheesemakers if they can just break somebody loose inside. Minute 30 left here in the first half of play. Tillamook leads by 10. Eric Moore, top of the key, left to Dan Motsinger. Motsinger baseline, throws it away. Looking for Kenny Paulo on the cutter on the baseline, and it launched it into the left sideline, and Tillamook turns the ball over. Top of the key, all tipped away. Eric Moore almost comes up with it, but Starling finally comes up. He travels, no call. Goes left to Clark. Crossover step, drives, puts it up. Doesn't go. Starling rebound, puts it up. Whistle foul, Motsinger. Motsinger on the foul from behind, and to the line will go Christian Starling. Minute 13 left in the first half of play. Tillamook leads 30-20. Seaside has scored only 7 points this entire period.
I'm basically speechless as to what's going on out there at the court. This is probably the most physical ball game we've seen all season long. We went to Dallas. We expected a lot of pushing and shoving out there in that particular league, but this is just ridiculous.
Starling's free throw is no good. Seaside, after hitting their first 6, has finally missed a couple, and he'll get the second attempt on the two-shot foul. Free throws in the air. It's good. Rattles hard, but finally falls. Tillamook's lead is cut to 9, 30-21. 1:12 left in the first half. Werner brings the ball down. Hoffert's been out for about 3 minutes now in this second period. Eric Moore, top of the key, goes right to Mark Rochong. Baseline right to Werner. Top of the key to Mark. Left sideline to Motsinger, right to Paulo. Step fake, baseline to Mark. Spin move, jumper on the way from 5. Doesn't go. Motsinger off the side board. He turns around, throws it up. Mark, offensive board, puts it up and in! It bounced 4 times on the rim, but finally fell, and Tillamook has its largest lead of the night. at 11. 32-21. Tillamook lead. 38 seconds left in the first half. Maddow, crossover step, goes left side to Clark, to Maddow, top of the key. Through his legs, dribble, goes left to Clark again. Clark, he has to get unleashed here in this period of play. Crossover, inside Starling, puts it up and in. Nice shot off the glass with 22 seconds left in the half. Tillamook will look for the final shot of the half here as Motsinger brings the ball down against Maddow. Spin move, top of the key, goes right to Werner with 12 seconds. Top of the key to Paulo, has the ball tipped away. Goes off Clark's hands, out of bounds. Going to be Tillamook's ball, hash mark left with 9 seconds left. Fantastic crowd on hand here now for both teams, as almost a full house here in Tillamook. Motsinger clear out at midcourt, crossover step. Three-pointer's going to go on the way. Doesn't go, not even close. Rebound comes off to Clark with 2 seconds left. Jumps it up from 3. Yeah. Exactly like the period ended up in Seaside, as the Seaside Seagulls. Second half of play is Tillamook to bring the ball in, leading 32-25 here at halftime in the state seeding game between Tillamook and Seaside. Werner brings the ball down, goes Hopper top of the key. We'll see what Sean can do this second half, as he had a slow first half for the Cheesemakers against that tight defense of Maddow. Werner, baseline, kicks it out. Hoffert, three-pointer on the way. Good. Nothing but net for Sean Hoffert as he picks up his 14th point. I say he had a slow first half. He had 11 points, and Coach Elliott extremely upset to Maddow that time as he let Hoffert go. Tillamook, Mark Rochon steals it on the other end. Goes to Hoffert on the right wing, going to drive baseline, jumps it on the way. He's hacked and it falls, and there's no foul. He was murdered on the right baseline, and he hit a shot that was tough there. Tillamook leads by 12. Left baseline, Smith with the ball out of his area out there at 20 feet away from the bucket. Now he's going to get rid of it to Maddow. Goes right side to Westerholm. Westerholm with the ball. Looks right. Looks inside to Smith. Goes to Smith. Spin move. Jumps it on the way. Checked out by Mark Rochon. Good defense that time by Matt, not picking up the foul. And twin brother Mark came across and swatted it away. And Tillamook comes down with it. Left side to Matt. Matt out to Kenny Paulo. Three-point line. Goes right to Greg. Left to Matt. Baseline to Paulo. Baseline pass to Hoppert. Spin move, jumps it up and in. He just took it to the hole there against Starling. Says, get that weak stuff out of here, and we'll lead by 14, and they do. And Tillamook has its largest lead of the night.
And he sure quieted down. Those Seaside fans have been booing him all night long.
Hoppert steals the ball on the inside, and Seaside fans are hanging their heads right now. End to end, moves free throw line, step fake, jumps it on the way from 10. It doesn't go, but he's fouled. And Madow's going to take an early seat as Elliott is hot down on the bench. The head coach for the Seagulls, as his defensive specialist, Madow, just got an offensive lesson from Sean Hoppert.
Oh, an excellent job this first start of the second half. But Sean Hoppert's come out and scored 7 quick points. He picked up a steal, and he's just done an exceptional job so far.
Sean Hoppert all of a sudden has 18 points here. He goes to the line to shoot 2. Free throws up. It's short off front iron. No good. He'll get the second attempt.
Yeah,
Brian, you see lots and lots of these hats that came out in the newspaper here this last week. An ingenious little hat. They kind of look like cheese-making hats when you get done with them. And they say, go Cheesemakers on the top. Has some advertising, a lot of those in bloom here tonight on top of the Cheesemaker fans. Westerholm in backcourt brings it across as Hoppert hits his second free throw. Tillamook by 15. A long shot by Clark on the outside, and it bounces up into the rafters of the brackets, and Tillamook gets the ball back. Werner on the right wing with the ball, walks across the timeline. Tillamook threatening to blow out the Seagulls right here in the second half. Pass inside, Mark Rochon, whistle, foul, Starling. Tillamook has come out aggressive here in this second half, mainly due to the play of Sean Hoppert, as he's just taken the ball to the hole and said, take this. And play like that is tough to defend.
All it takes is one leader. The rest of the team usually follows right along with him.
Werner's going to drive inside and run a jump. Scoop bucket goes! Oh, what a shot, and it fell.
The Iceman coming.
Greg Werner scoops to the hoop, an underhand scoop shot, and it fell, and Tillamook leads by 17. There's a whistle and timeout. Seaside wants timeout on the floor. Seaside Seagull fans have to be sitting on their hands right now as the Cheesemakers have blitzed them early here in a 10-0 scoring run so far this period to take a 42-25 lead over the Seagulls. 17-point lead, the largest of the night for the Cheesemakers. Right wing with the ball is Camberg. Camberg goes left to Westerholm, top of the key to Clark. Clark's the guy that'll try to get him back in it if he can touch the ball. Camberg drives baseline, jumps it up and in. Found the lane and put it up and in. He gets 2 points, and Tillamook brings the ball down. Camberg's assigned to Hoppert now as he mirrors him all the way down the floor. Werner right side to Paulo. Camberg hanging all over him. Werner step fake, goes right side to Paulo again. He moves it back out, top of the key to Werner. Werner can't get it to Hoppert. Goes right side, jumper on the way from 15. Flat, no good. Rebound. Werner feeds to Hoppert. Lay in 2. Great play by Greg Werner. Sean sitting under the board as he'd gone for the offensive board, but it came right back to Greg. He touch passed a one-touch pass. If it were soccer, right to Sean, and Sean tipped it up and in. Tillamook leads by 17. Starling inside, turn around, puts it up and in, and Tillamook's lead is cut to 15. Hoppert right to left across the timeline, goes right wing, Clark on him. Step fake, baseline pass, Matt lay-in, doesn't go, but he's fouled. Great pass by Sean Hoppert as Matt Groshong broke down the baseline on the back door, picked up the shot, spun around to put it in, but right there was Jared Boyd, and Boyd picks up the foul. He picks up his third personal foul, and he'll come out of the ball game as Matt Groshong goes to the line. Greg Werner with 5 points tonight. Sean Hoppert collected 21 so far and 10 points here in 3.5 minutes of play of the second half. Matt hits his first free throw. He's got 3 points on the night. He can get 4 here on the second attempt. It's in the air. Hard off the back iron, no good. Rebound out to Smith. He releases right to Camberg. Camberg double team, Mark and Greg. Goes baseline to Clark. 3-point set shot on the way. Doesn't go. Hoppert with the board. Hoppert's going to push the ball down the middle of the floor. Reach right side. Step fake. Fake. Jumps it on the way. It goes. Oh, what a shot. Tell you what, you're seeing one of the finest guards in the state of the Oregon as Sean Hoppert goes to work, and a 47-29 Tillamook lead, and Greg, make that Mark Rochon whistles for the foul. Matt Clark ran into his knee and took the dive, and Mark picked up the fouls. I believe that's foul number 3, and it is.
It looked like a fairly cheap call from where we're sitting, but Mark really didn't have any complaints about it, so he must have gone with something.
He must have got the knee out there with him because he picked up his 3rd personal foul. Matt and Mark each have 3. Clark on the left baseline with the ball. Outlet left, goes top of the key now to Westerholm. Westerholm holds the ball. Lob pass left, goes to Clark. Going to step drive, baseline, jumps it on the way. Whistle foul, and they got him that time as Greg Werner trying to come across and check the shot. Got a little bit of arm and a little bit of ball, and to the line will go Matt Clark. Clark, an excellent athlete for the Seaside Seagulls, really taken over this year where Bill Westerholm was expected to get things done. Clark is a junior this year in football, a star in the backfield, also a star in the basketball team, and an excellent first baseman and pitcher in the baseball season. So an all-around quality athlete, and he's still got a year left.
7 out of 7 from the line so far. He's got 12 points on the night.
Van Halstead leading cheers again on the far side. A great student section again. The best student section we've seen here in 15 years that Coach Lamb's been here. Werner right wing, 2-pointer on the way, good. He had a toe on the line. It should have been, or could have been 3, but it was only 2 with a toe on the line, and Tillamook's lead is 18. Right side, Camberg, crossover drive, kicks it out to Clark. He eyes from 28 feet. Goes left to Westerholm. Lob pass inside to Smith. Puts it on the ground. Turn around. Oh, whistle and a foul. Who are they going to call that one on?
Well, one official pointed at Matt, who had an excellent defensive position inside. And it looks like Greg Werner picked it up on the outside with a reach. But either way,
a better call
really
than Matt inside. But tough call there. Greg, where did you pull that one out of? And to the line will go Smith. Smith, when he gets the ball at that low post, is surrounded by 4 people. Tillamook will see some quality big men at the state tournament, and that's probably the biggest worry of Coach Lamb is the big men that they face. Smith misses the free throw. He'll get the second attempt. It's in the air. It's good, and Tillamook's lead is 49-32. Hoffert, backcourt, going to bring it across, or hold it up in backcourt. Feeds, bounce pass right to Werner across the timeline. Werner, hash mark right, moves to top of the key, goes left to Matt Groshong, 20 feet away from the bucket. Cross-court pass intended for Follow, but picked up by Moore. Right to Werner, 3-pointer, good. Set shot, and he had the rhythm going there. He touched it, spun, put it down, and Tillamook's lead is to 20. 20-point lead for the Tillamook Cheesemakers, 52-32. 3 minutes left here in the 3rd period. Camberg, high post to Smith, kicks it out to Westerholm. Westerholm, top of the key, goes right to Camberg. Camberg looks, going to drive baseline all the way, lays it up off the bottom of the iron. Moore with a rebound. Outlet to Hoffert. Hoffert going to go down the left sideline, step fake against Starling. He's going to fake, going to drive inside. He's whistled. Hack going to be on Starling. Starling threw a knee to him. Hoffert went to the ground. And the 4th team foul, I believe, on the Seagulls, and Tillamook gets the ball out underneath their own bucket.
Seaside's come out this second half and just hasn't played with any enthusiasm whatsoever. They're playing like a defeated ball club right now.
Well, they came out, and Sean Hoffert just took it to them, and they, like you say, have played like they know they've been defeated now. Top of the key, Werner with the ball, left to Paulo. Paulo, 3-point line, eyes. Tight defense there by Clark, kicks it out to Matt, clear up midcourt circle, right to Greg Werner. 3-pointer on the way again. No, Hoffert rebound, fakes, puts it up, whistle, Hack going to go on Smith. Kenny Paulo got an elbow on the eye, and he goes to the floor, but he's all right. As I think Hoffert, it looks like the nose now. I think Hoffert actually got him after the hack down there by Smith. Smith picks up his 2nd personal foul, and to the line will go Sean Hoffert.
In all fairness to Greg Werner, it looked like his last 3-point attempt was blocked. Sean's been to the line, make it 6 times. He's just 4 out of 6. The main weakness we can see it all out of Sean Hoffert this season must be his free throw shooting.
As he bags the first one.
Yeah, don't know what he's shooting out there, but he's sure missed an awful lot of over the season, it seems like.
Tillamook's largest lead of the night by 21, 53-32 lead over the Seagulls. Yeah. 2nd free throw's good. Also, it's Tillamook trying to avenge their 1 loss of the season and say, hey, that's a fluke. Let's get to some real basketball as they lead by 22.
And Sean picks up 25 points on the night with those 2 free throws.
Top of the key with the ball is Darnell. It goes right to Westerholm. Westerholm, long cross court to Darnell. Top of the key to Clark. Set shot on the way from there. Doesn't go. Rebound. Hoffert. Nice board by Sean. Sean with the ball in backcourt. Going to bring it down the floor. Working against Darnell. Going to fake drive. Baseline pass left. Tipped out of bounds by Smith on a nice attempt. Going for Matt. Tillamook will bring the ball in. Kenny Paulo on the left wing. Brings the ball into Hoffert. Step fake, jumps it on the way. Doesn't go. Rebound comes off to Smith. Smith has the ball right to Westerholm, brings it down the middle of the floor, top of the key. Lob pass right to Darnell, left-handed move, fake, jumps it on the way from there. It doesn't go, a rebound to Werner. Good defense and good hustle by Greg Werner. Outlet to Hoffert, Hoffert middle of the floor, baseline Matt, jumper from 10, doesn't go, rebound loose. Paulo, baseline to Hoffert, step fake, turnaround jumper, doesn't go, rebound Clark. Hoffert hacks good on the baseline right, and gives some lip service to the black and white. Clark spin move, jumps it up from 10. It doesn't go. Rebound Smith inside. Whistle foul. Going to be on, it looks like Hoffert.
Sean Hoffert, I believe, picked up a cheap call there on the rebound.
Apparently on the push on the far side. You couldn't really see it from here, and Hoffert does pick up the foul. That is foul number 3 for Sean.
That's okay.
To the line, we'll see who goes there, as they're not really sure who they even fouled. Nobody really wants to, well, I guess there's no reason to step there now, as we say we'll bring the ball inbound. Starling throws it up, whistle foul, Matt Groshong. I don't know what Matt could do in that situation, as he had Starling pinned under the glass, stood flat on the floor, arms straight in the air. Starling took it to him and picked up the foul. Matt picks up foul number 4, and back into the ball game comes Mark. Something that the Twins have not had a lot of trouble with this year, other than on select circumstances, is fouled. And Matt sits down again, as he's spent lots of time sitting on the pines down there tonight, waiting for his foul trouble to go away. Starling goes to the line, free throws on the way. No good. Brick off the back iron, and he'll get the second attempt. He gets the ball from the black and white as he dribbles low, toes the line, eyes. It's on the way. No good. Way short. Rebound comes all the way out to midcourt to Starling after it was tipped by Tillamook and a Seaside player. Westerholm, top of the key, goes left side. Montsinger's back into the ball game, as is Eric Moore. Baseline to Starling, loses, tips it out to Darnell. Darnell goes across the timeline after it is tipped by Tillamook and picks up the ball. Top of the key to Westerholm. Westerholm been almost non-existent tonight for the Seagulls. Right side to Clark. Clark, top of the key to Westerholm. Westerholm's going to fake, drives inside, throws it up, blasted out of there by Moore, but the rebound comes off to Starling. Starling goes up with it. He has the ball tipped and checked there by Mark Groshong. And the whistle, we're going to call a jump ball in the alternating possession with 46 seconds left in the third period, will go to the Seaside Seagulls. Out of the ball game comes Starling. Back into the ball game comes Boyd. Also out of the ball game comes Sean Hoffert, as into the ball game comes Greg Werner. Long cross-court pass to Werner, whistle foul. Werner didn't see Darnell behind him. Moved to the ball, went up, ran right into Darnell, and Darnell will go to the line to shoot one-on-one.
Darnell casually passes the ball to the official, while the official at midcourt just about falls down there at midcourt. That would have made a nice finish to the end of the season here at home.
Darnell goes to the line to shoot the one-on-one. Tillamook leads by 22, 54-32, 42 seconds left in the third period. Shot's no good. Boyd gets the rebound, puts it up. Mark blasts it out of there, and Greg comes down with the board. Greg with the ball in backcourt, feeds right to Paulo. Going to eye from 3. I thought he'd do it. Inside, kicks it out to Greg. Right to Paulo with 28 seconds left, and they'll take the final shot of the period. Paulo on the right wing with a 22-point lead. Dribbles left-handed. Top of the key, out to the midcourt. Circle goes Motsinger. Big push-off there with a left hand. Lucky to get by with that one. Back to Werner with 15. Right to Mark. Greg says rotate, let's move, get some motion in the offense. Greg to Mark. Mark whistle foul out top to Darnell. Darnell gets the hack to the line. Will go Dan Motsinger with 8 seconds left in the third period of play, as he'll go to the line to shoot one-on-one.
Not a real bright foul by Darnell, as Motsinger's way on top of the key area. But hey, we'll take it.
Take anything we can get. And Tillamook with a 22-point lead, enjoying every minute of it here, playing the state seeding game in Tillamook. Motsinger's first free throw is good. Tillamook leads 55-32, a 23-point lead for the Cheesemakers. Motsinger eyes for his second attempt. Shots on the way, and good also, and Tillamook's lead is 24. Darnell in backcourt to Westerholm. Look for Clark wherever he is. Westerholm tipped away. He throws it up from 3. It doesn't go, and that's the end of the period. Tillamook leads at 56-32.
Finally, just $74.85. A screw extractor kit that removes broken studs. Set screw pipe and alamite fittings, just $9.90. And finally, a Twerks bit set is priced at $17.69. This
ball action. The Cheesemakers lead 56-32 over the Seaside Seagulls here to start the final period of play. Paulo with the ball on the left wing, goes right side to Moore. Moore with the ball, reverses left to Werner. Good motion. Step fake, looks, crossover. Tipped right to Motsinger, baseline to Mark. Back out to Motsinger, free throw extended right side. Motsinger goes cross court to Eric Moore. He looks inside, hands back to Greg, and some motion offense again by the Cheesemakers. Moore on the left wing, finds Motsinger inside, turnaround jump shot, check. Moore rebound, puts it up, doesn't go. Rebound comes off to Smith. Smith brings the ball down the floor, left to Clark, gonna step, drive, fakes, triple team, kicks it out to Maddow. Right side to Darnell, three-point set shot on the way, no good. Rebound into Smith, lays it up and in. Smith, a nice board on the inside, picks up two, and Tillamook's lead has got to 22. Werner in back court, going to bring the ball down by himself on a nice play. Feeds left to Moore, has the ball tipped away. Mark has the ball tipped away as Rochon picked it up, but Darnell threw it out of bounds, and Tillamook get it out on the baseline left. 7:06 left in this ball game. The last chance for the Cheesemakers here in Tillamook as they lead 56-32. Baseline to Mark, spin move, left-handed jump hook, it goes! Pretty shot by the sophomore on the inside. A crossover step and a left-handed jump hook, and Tillamook leads by 24. Maddow, top of the key, it doesn't go. Paulo, offside and rebound as the ball tipped out of bounds by Smith, and Tillamook will get it back. The Reuter sections have really gone at it tonight as the Cheesemakers and the Seagulls back and forth. They'll be teammates when they get down to the state tournament, without a doubt, as you always pull for the Cowapa League team. Mark out to Paulo, three-pointer, yes! Kenny Paulo hits from three, and Tillamook's going to blow Seaside right out of the gymnasium. Tillamook leads 61-34. Darnell, left side to Maddow, drives it up, it doesn't go. Rebound, Greg Werner. Werner with the ball, dribbles left, he's hacked twice, hacked three times, get him off, hacked again, and a jump ball is called! We better save all editorial comment on that one, as Werner absolutely destroyed and molested in backcourt, and the alternating possession on the jump ball is going to go to Seaside. And I tell you what, that was a workover job like we haven't seen all year. Seaside on the left wing with the ball. Clark,
there goes the sportsmanship award.
Clark with the ball, top of the key. High dribble, kicks right to Maddow. Maddow moves it out to Clark. Gonna looks inside. Cross-court pass to Darnell. Darnell with the ball. Moves top of the key. Lob pass left to Smith. Kicks it inside. Blasted out of there by Moore, and Hoffert back into the ball game. Picks it up. Hoffert, baseline pass to Motsinger. Pick and carry. Drives it up. It's kicked out of there. Now a whistle and a foul. And this game's gotten out of control. With the foul will be Jared Boyd. Boyd will pick up the foul, and now there's a technical foul.
It looks like Greg Werner with a little bit of lip service, but this is the same official just blew that last call. He really doesn't know what's going on out there on the court.
The official feels like Greg threw the ball at him. Greg just tossed the ball at him, and the guy whistled a tee. Greg picks up the technical foul, and he's going to have to shoot the one-on-one also. And then we'll walk to the other end, and Seaside will have the technical foul attempt. What happened was the official wasn't looking. Greg tossed the ball to him. It hit him. He spun around and threw the tee at Greg. And like I said, the ball game's out of control.
That's just a matter of losing your composure as an official. He really didn't see what the situation was.
A lot of composure there by Greg as he banks that one down, and Tillamook's lead is 28. Tillamook leads 62-34, and it's become a laughing matter here in the final period in Tillamook. 63-34, Tillamook leads over the Seaside Seagulls. This was a ball game not too long ago. Tillamook led 32-25 at halftime. There has been 9 points scored by the Seagulls in the entire second half. Make that 10 as Clark gets first to the technical foul, the two-shot free throw. The first one went. He gets the second one. It's good also. And Tillamook's lead is 63-36.
Matt Clark can shoot free throws as he's 10 out of 10 from the line right now with 15 points. Greg Werner has 12 points on the other end of the floor.
Tillamook has scored 31 points here in the second half of play as opposed to 11 now for the Seagulls. Werner picks the ball off, feeds back to Hoffert, lay in. That's That's as loud as this gym has been in years. It's a fantastic play by Greg Werner to Sean Hoffert, and there's two franchises there who deserve every bit of applause they've gotten. Madow on the left wing, Clark, NBA three-pointer. Mark with the rebound, out to Hoffert on the backside. Hoffert's going to walk the ball down. Sean Hoffert with 27 points in the ball game. Hoffert, left side to Motsinger with the ball. Motsinger to Moore. Moore with the ball, left side to Werner. Step fake, going to drive, kicks it off to Motsinger. He's going to look, feeds top to Moore. Moore to Greg, baseline to Sean, going to drive inside, puts it up and in. Sean Hoffert and the Seaside fans have frowns on their faces as the very guy that they spent 2 days, their 2 ball games booing, has absolutely destroyed the blue and red of the Seaside Seagulls. Sean Hoffert, 29 points, and he's done so much more than that. Madow gets stopped good on the left baseline by Moore, and he hits the three-pointer, and Madow will go to the line with the attempt to make a 4-point play here after the three-pointer and a foul. Greg Werner checks out of the ball game probably for the last time this year in Tillamook, and he gets a full house standing ovation, and he absolutely deserves it.
Greg goes to the bench with 12 points. He picked up 4 steals. He blocked 1 shot, 5 rebounds, 3 personal fouls, and 9 assists.
Fantastic ball game for Greg Werner. Greg disappointed in the second meeting between these two teams as he couldn't get his shot to fall down the stretch. Madow misses the free throw. Seaside gets the rebound, puts it up, and Mark is going to be whistled for the foul. That'll be number 4 on him, and Smith will go to the line. Werner a little bit disappointed in the loss in Seaside as he picked up a less than good ball game up there, and definitely came back and made up for it tonight here in Tillamook. Smith misses the free throw. Student section's getting into things on the far side now with their red bandanas and hankies over there. They're waving them. Eric Moore comes out of the ball game again to a rousing ovation. Matt Groshon comes in. It's Matt and Mark, Sean Hoffert, Dan Motsinger, and Jason Gerard. Smith's second free throw is good at 67-40, a 27-point lead for the Cheesemakers. Hoffert's going to step fake, looks inside, kicks back to Motsinger. Goes top the key to Gerard. Nice catch there by Jason, left side to Matt. Matt, as Hoffert's posted up low, is getting pushed all over by Clark. Right side, Greg on the way. No, make that mark, and he hits it just inside the three-point land, and Tillamook's lead is 29. Madow across the timeline, goes baseline, kicks it inside, almost throws it away, but Boyd comes up with it and banks it down. Matt in backcourt goes to Gerard, right baseline to Motsinger. Back to Gerard, left side to Matt. Matt to Hoffert, top of the key. Looks, goes left side to Matt. Matt with the ball, goes top of the key to Motsinger. Hoffert with the ball. As any Cheesemaker this year scored 30.
I think 27 or 28 was the most by Sean.
Left side, Mark pulled it up. He couldn't hit it, and Seaside comes down with the ball. Hoffert with 29 right now needs another bucket to go over the 30 mark. Shot missed, but the rebound put up and in by Boyd, and Seaside crawls back to within 25. 3.5 minutes left. Hoffert baseline to baseline, puts it up and in, but no, they call it an offensive foul. They'll wave that bucket off, and Hoffert on his 31st point of the game has it canceled and pulled right back out of the bucket on the offensive foul. Out of the ball game comes Mark Groshon. Into the ball game goes Doug Fink. They'll take the bucket away from Hoffert. He would have had 31 with that one, but he's whistled with the offensive foul. That's his 4th personal foul, and this is final home game as a Tillamook Cheesemaker. Madow on the left wing. What a fitting finish for Sean Hoffert. Undoubtedly one of the best guards ever to play ball here in Tillamook. Three-pointer missed by Clark, but Seaside with the offensive board. Ball goes up again, and Sigurdsson comes up with it. Left baseline, spin move inside by Boyd. Whistle traveling. Seaside turns the ball over only for the 2nd time this period, but the 14th time of the ball game. Hoffert in backcourt. Tillamook leads by 25. Under 3 minutes left to play. Hoffert, left side to Fink. Fink looks, cross-court pass to Matt. To Hoffert, right baseline, three-pointer on the way. Doesn't go. Rebound comes off, loose. Seaside comes up with it. Tipped in backcourt. Whistle, Smith. No, they're going to say Motsinger gets called with the foul. Smith came down swinging some elbows, and Motsinger was too close, picked up an elbow and a foul at the same time, and Tillamook has Seaside walking to the other end to shoot free throws. Smith going to the line as Motzinger picks up foul number 3. 2:42 left in the ball game. Tillamook leads 69-44.
I think Coach Bob Lamon's looking for Sean to pick up his 30th point, as Steve Dutton just checked in and then sat back down as soon as Sean missed that three-point attempt.
Seaside gets the offensive rebound, puts it back up and in, and Tillamook's lead is 23. Gerard hacked at midcourt by Clark, feeds baseline to Motzinger, and he finally gets the call at the free throw line. He hacked him for 15 feet and finally picked up the call, and Gerard will go to the line to shoot one-on-one. To the line, Jason Gerard, as Tillamook leads 69-46, 2 minutes and 31 seconds left in the ball game. The Tillamook Cheesemakers will be the number 1 seed out of the Cowapa League to play at the state tournament, and they'll open the state tournament in Eugene on Tuesday at 1:30 in the afternoon. Free throws missed. Hoppert with the offensive board. He brings the ball out right baseline. Tight defense there. Goes to Fink. Fink loses the ball out of his hands. It goes out of bounds. And into the ball game will come Steve Dutton. He'll replace Matt Crochon.
Matt kind of shakes his head, smiles as he goes to the bench. Those sophomores did so much for this team this season.
Matt, again, with a rousing ovation here by the Cheesemaker fans, and fittingly so, as the Cheesemakers lead at 69-46. Tillamook will be 20-1 after this ball game, and that's absolutely an amazing. Welcome back to Tillamook High School and Cheesemaker basketball. The Cheesemakers lead at 69-46 here. 2:23 left in the ball game. That's the lineup for the Cheesemakers. Sean Hoffert's the mainstay. He's still out there. He has 29 points. Also Dan Motzinger, Steve Dutton, Doug Fink, and Jason Gerard. Tillamook will play the first game of the state tournament at 1:30 against either LaSalle or Gladstone, the loser of that ball game tonight. Medal, three-pointer left wing, doesn't go. Hoffert with the offside board. Hoffert double-teamed in backcourt, goes right to Fink. Fink dribbles it across the timeline. He's going to be triple-teamed. Baseline to Motzinger. Motzinger bounce pass through Dutton's legs, picked off there by Westerholm. Whistle foul is going to be on Motzinger. And here comes Sean Hoffert out of the ball game. This will be his last appearance as a Tillamook High School senior. No, wrong guess as Motzinger comes out, and we'll leave Sean in there just a little bit longer. I tell you what, Sean deserves every bit of praise he's gotten as he has handled the pressure unbelievably well this year, as it was pressure for senior guard Sean Hoffert, because he was the guy that the Cheesemakers relied on, and it's on his back that the Cheesemakers are 20 wins and 1 loss on the season, and the number 1 seed to the Cowapa League for the state AA tournament.
Actually, you could probably go back about 6 or 7 years ago when Big Brother Steve was playing. You know, that puts an awful lot of pressure on younger brother, and Sean's had to live up with that.
And he has done it so very well. Gerard in backcourt after the 2 made free throws, 69-48. Goes to Hoffert, across the timeline to Doug Fink. Baseline to Dutton. Dutton back to Fink, top of the key, has it tipped away. Going to drive baseline, fakes, crossover, throws it up and in. Camberg gets the shot in backcourt, and Tillamook has its lead cut to 19. Fink in backcourt, dribbles still to backcourt, across the timeline to Hoffert. Hoffert, midcourt, goes right side to Gerard. Gerard back to Fink. Fink, step fake, back to Gerard. Minute 29 left. Fink with the ball on the right wing. Looks. Going to hand to Hoffert. Hoffert, tight defense there, goes to Fink, top of the key. Left side to Gerard. Travels, no call. Now there's a call. As a little off on the time jump there as he took the side straddle hop and threw it in the air, but traveling was called before. Full house on the hand here tonight for the final home game of the number 3 ranked team in the state, 20-1 Tillamook Cheesemakers. Westerholm on the right wing, 19-point lead, throws it up from 3. It's not going to go. A rebound loose, comes off to Camberg. Camberg kicks it out. Medal throws it up from 3, and he hits it. It goes all the way around the rim, but finally falls, and the lead is cut to 16. Again, the Cheesemakers letting it be respectable in this ball game, just as they did in the first outing between these two teams. As Tillamook led by 25 and then ended up winning by about 12. Fink has it tipped away. Ball comes back to him. Fake, throws it up, doesn't get it. Whistle foul is going to be on either Smith or Clark. Either way, Fink will go to the line to shoot 2. It'll be on Smith and
Clark, 45.
Check that again.
Smith.
That's what I thought.
Jones.
Whoever it's on, you don't
Number
care, and we
45,
don't care, because the Cheesemakers are going to win this ball game. 40 seconds left, and platoon number 2. All 5 of the players that have not been into the ball game for the Seaside Seagulls now check in, as Seaside given this ball game away with 40 seconds left in a 16-point deficit to the Tillamook Cheesemakers. Sean Hoffert comes out of the ball game, and I tell you what, I've got to stand up for this one, as Sean had a fantastic year and a 69-53 win. Checked out of the ball game with 29 points on the night for Sean. Fink goes to the line. He hits his first free throw, gets on the board, and his first shot of the night. Tillamook's lead is up to 17 again.
Yeah, you got to feel for the Seaside kids getting blown out like this in the game before the state tournament. But for the Seaside fans, I'm enjoying every last second of it.
You don't feel one bit for them after the stuff they pulled, especially on Sean Hoffert up there, and then again here tonight for a short time, although they didn't have much chance to do it because it's tough to boo a guy that's scoring 30 points on you. Set shot at the top of the key by a no-name on our list.
15.
Number 15, we'll call him 15, as he hits a three-pointer that steals the backcourt pass. Set shot on the way from 3 there by Bazell. He hits it. Whistle and a foul is going to be no. Whistle and a traveling with 14 seconds left. Just giving Seaside something to cheer about, as it will make no difference. Still a 12-point lead with 14 seconds left. Bazell to bring the ball in, goes to no-name 15. Right side back to Bazell. Looks, fakes, back to 15. High post inside spin move, jumps it up. It goes, and he's fouled. John Collier in the middle hits the turnaround jumper, and he'll go to the line to shoot one with 8 seconds left, and a 10-point lead for the Cheesemakers. Again, it's just going to make it respectable, as the Cheesemakers have every right to consider this a blowout, as it was a blowout.
Well, you have to consider who Bob Lamb played Central High School with tomorrow night, too.
Free throw's good at the 9-point lead. You're right, as Elliott gets some favors here. Fink in backcourt, hands back to Motzinger with 3 seconds left. Whistle, he's fouled. He throws it up from 3, and we're going to shoot free throws here before this season's over in the Tillamook Gymnasium. Again, the Cheesemakers travel to Eugene a week from tomorrow at 1:30 in the afternoon to play the number 2 team out of the LaSalle-Gladstone game, which was played tonight in Gladstone. A tight ball game there, and we'll talk more to Coach Bob Lamb after the ball game about their next game. The free throw's missed, ball's in the air, Fink comes down with a rebound, and that's the end of the ball game. The Tillamook Cheesemakers win it 71-62 in the state seeding game, and it wasn't anywhere close to that, as Tillamook led by 27 halfway through the final period of play.